Hi everybody, this is Martin with Mape Electric. We're ready to start our today live streaming. Today we're gonna be talking with Daniel Maldonado from DMG Landscaping. So hopefully he show up really soon. Basically, this live, you guys probably been looking at the different lives. The ones that I've been doing are focused not only on electricians, on electrical contractors. What my intention is to help everybody that wants to start a business. If they want to be a landscaping, if they want to be a plumber, lights. So that's why they're not essentially focused on electricians. So I think Daniel is already there. Hi, Oba. Hi, Will. Hi, Omar. How are you? Ernie, what's up, Ernie? I just saw Ernie and Chris. I just saw them with the 360 electrician. I saw him. He was having a live talking real good stuff. So yeah, we're waiting on Daniel, and he's gonna talk to us about his journey, on how he started his company, and how the challenges that he's been having on the way. So we're gonna be knowing a little bit about him exactly. So let's see if Mr. Daniel, are you there? I don't see you. I think let me see. Daniel, there. Let's see if we can get connected now. It says you're unable to join. What's up with that? Okay. So yeah, this is basically for anybody that wants to start a business. Basically, our previous lives they're in focusing on networking. Our first one we did was business, how to start a business, savings versus loans. So yeah, what's the best way to start a business? But it's basically for anybody that wants to start a business. It's not just for electricians. I know there's a lot of content for electricians out there. So if but this is for everybody. We want to so everybody can learn on whatever their strong point is. If it's plumbing, if it's landscaping, if it's HVAC, how can you start? How can you start with a business? Daniel, can you send it again, please? Because this one it says you were unable to join. So if send it again, please, because I'm ready. And Mr. Will, we were having a really good live on Tuesday about mentors. That was really good, Will. And it's always nice sharing with you, and especially learning from you. So thank you for everybody that is the generosity, on the trades, on the contractors, on the electricians. It's just they're always trying to help each other here. We're not trying to bring anybody down or telling them that they can't do it. We're trying to help each other with advice. And if somebody pays enough attention, something they will learn something and they will see the value. Sometimes it's hard to see the value on things, but if you pay enough attention, you will see the value. Hi, Philly, welcome, Pacifico Electric. Thank you for joining us. And we are waiting. Sergio, welcome. Thank you for joining us too. So we're waiting on Daniel, Mr. Daniel. We're ready for you. Let's see. Let me see what's going on. Or maybe like the last time when I was doing the networking, that I didn't see the uh, the question mark on the Instagram. Wow. Let's see. No, he's saying that I haven't blocked. No, 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 no. Let's go. Let me see where he's at. No, I don't see it. I don't see it, Daniel. Let's go. Try to send it again. We have really, really good questions already here. And if you guys have any questions about how he, let me try to send you an invite. Let me try to send you an invite. Let me go live with real DMG. Let's see if we can do it now. Hello, hello. Hi, Daniel. How are you?
I'm
How's
doing
driving?
good, Martine. How you doing? Let me fix
Good.
this.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to do this. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good,
How are
good.
you?
All right. I'm good. I just got off work, so yeah, I'm ready.
That's good. Let me fix this for us.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm using my tablet here.
All
Bear with me.
right. So basically, Daniel, let's start with our questions, and we go from there. If somebody has any questions for you that they want to do, they can ask here. So basically, the first one, Daniel, is what inspired you to start your business? What you were doing before you start your business, and how you come up with the idea of starting your own business? What happened?
So, primero, I'm Daniel. I'm owner of DMG Landscaping Inc. Uh, so I started my business about 10 years ago, officially with a license. I'm 33 years old, and I've been doing this for, let's say, 25 years.
Okay.
Ever since I can remember that, we've been mowing and blowing all our yards for my dad. Uh, it's just been a part of my everyday life.
Okay.
Can you hear me well there?
Yes, I think we're good. We're
Okay,
good, right? Yeah, we're
perfect.
good. In California, Jeff was asking what state it's in California, right, Daniel?
Yeah, up in the North Bay, North California, Sonoma County to be exact.
Okay, so you were doing landscaping, and then you decided to start the company.
Yeah, so I bought the business off my father about 3 years ago.
Okay.
We were doing half and half. I've you know, we were doing partial business owners, old school to new school. It
Okay.
was very hard to like work together because I had new ideas and he was with his old ideas.
Okay. What was the biggest challenge that you faced in the journey, and how did you overcome it? What was the hardest part of starting your own?
I think the hardest thing was just doing the work. Uh,
Doing the work. You were doing the work
just
yourself.
doing the work, having to do all the, learning all the strategies or learning how to make things more efficient, learning the accounting side, learning how to manage it, learning, the ups and downs of having employees. So it's pretty much, every step of growing a business. I think it's definitely hard just because you don't know what you run into.
Yeah, and sometimes when your dream is to have a company, you think like everything is gonna be like really good, Like this morning, I was under under the house, and I was thinking like, man, I I started my company, so I didn't have to go under houses, and I'm still there. So I was like, oh, come on. Yeah. So, Daniel, was there a pivotal moment that made you realize that your business was going to succeed?
I think there was just the the fact that like a lot of people or like my family members thought, it was just another little thing that Daniel was gonna do and it was gonna fail. So I think that's what drove me the most.
Okay. So over here is asking, do you see a difference from when your father owned it to now that you own it?
Yes, big difference. I'm more of a like, okay, we have people in place and I trust my team to go out and do the work than my father, who was and still is like, if I don't do the work, it's not done right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one
Yeah.
of those things.
Yeah. It's hard for us too. It's hard to have somebody that you can trust, right?
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just like you'll find out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Find out really quick.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Edgar. Hi, Renaissance Months 25. Thank you for joining us. Ronald Puak joined. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So we're talking business with Daniel, DMG Landscaping is taking the time for us so we can learn. We can learn a little bit from him. So if you could give one piece of advice to someone that is starting a business today, what will it be?
Well, I guess there's different parts to it, like from a family perspective, from a business perspective, and a personal perspective. From a family, you just have to know that there's going to be a lot of sacrifices. And then the year, I always tell the guys this, and I tell you this sometimes, that, the days are long, but the years are short.
Yes.
So if you strive and you see the vision, whatever you see, you'll get there.
Okay.
If your family supports you or not, if you see the vision, just keep going, because you'll get there. If you see the team, if you see you'll figure out a way. And then with the business side, like, just oversee like how much you're gonna be, pulling the work is always going to be missing. So the work is always going to be missing. So don't like stress out that you're not going to have something tomorrow, or you're not going to have this. Don't stay at home and cry, or they say cry about it, or like feel sad for yourself. Like, what am I going to do? If you go
Yes.
out and meet people at the park, at the gas station, or at the coffee shop, you'll talk to people and say, hey, look, this is what I do. Go down and knock some doors, or do whatever it takes to just get the work. The work's there. You just gotta find it.
Okay. So yeah, don't get discouraged, because
Yep.
sometimes you start. Let's say you get your license, you start your business, and then the business is not doing as you were dreaming. You're slow and you don't have nothing going on. You got nothing for next week, and you're, what I'm gonna do, and I start crying,
Yeah.
crying like a baby.
But I mean, there's always something to do.
Yes.
I had times that the crew, I didn't get a contract signed until Monday morning at 10 a.m. But when they got there, it got here in the morning. What did they do? They just I had them clean the trucks. Said, hey guys, we need the trucks clean. Get them cleaned. They didn't know we didn't have it to work. They were
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, you're right. The trucks are clean, dirty. Let's clean them up. And I was like, we need to clean the yard a little bit. And like once I got it signed, I sent out the crew. Some stayed and kind of flowed into it. The next day, we were full of work again.
Nice. Nice. So Ernie is asking, have you ever had a client not pay you?
Uh, uh Not pay me. I guess yes, I have. I don't keep really track. Yes, you have to keep track, but it's not like on my mental note of keeping track of who doesn't pay.
Okay. Did
I
that
believe
hurt you, or it was something that you just took it like a loss and took it like a man?
I think it was more of I took it as a loss, just because the client was difficult on our end. I
Okay.
believe he was difficult. I could have been difficult. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We just parted ways. We said, hey, this is what you owe us. And they said, I already pay you. So, okay, like, we were having a bunch of difficulties throughout the whole project.
Okay.
We got progress payments. Everything went smooth. Towards the end, it was getting a little bit of shady. We got towards most of the payment. And then the last payment was like, okay, maybe, we're kind of seeing like, okay, is he going to pay us? He's not going to pay us. And of course, he didn't pay us. But,
Okay.
that's why you do progress payments. You don't wait until the end to start, collect that whole money.
Yeah, because then sometimes it's a bigger loss, right?
Yeah.
Do you offer like payment plans to maybe a customer that, let's say, maybe they run out of money, or just like us, is waiting on a check or something? Do you offer that to customers,
Well, we
or
do some clients, we do, like, depending on how our money money flow cash flow is, because we don't do maintenance, so it's all construction. So if
Okay.
we are in the urge of having money for payroll, funding bills and stuff, we kind of say from the beginning, hey, we're going to collect right when we're done. And then if we still have some cash on deck, then we can just say after 15 days, or if it's something under. I always say this, like, if you're willing to lose that money, like if it's $5,000, $1,000, $500, whatever it is, if you want to do that in 3 to 6 payments, like if you're willing to lose that, you can do that. But you can also pull a lien. You can go with the insurances and stuff and try to see if you can put the lien on the house. But yes, I've done it before. There's clients that say, hey, I can't come up with this. I really need it done. Can you do a monthly plan for me? Which was, I think the last one we did was like two or $3,000, and we
Okay.
just did $500 every month.
Okay. Oh, that's very nice, and it's I think it's better than just being hard on a customer, no? Just like have a just. I think you can develop a better relationship, no?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just that it all comes down to your gut. Also, like if you already feel like you might not get paid, but if you do the lien, of course you're gonna get paid
Yeah.
someday. We don't know
Okay.
when, but you probably will.
Okay.
But if you feel like they're pretty honest and stuff like that, you can tell right away. I mean, for me, I could tell right away because of all the clients that I see.
Okay. Rena says, man is asking, how do you estimate your jobs?
Just
And thank you for the question.
materials and man hours. So we kind of go off like our slowest link or slowest guy, as in not slowest guy, but more like a steady flow.
Okay.
We just kind of base off that. So in case the guy we plan to take there to that job site can't make it, then we could send someone to kind of float until that person arrives. So just I kind of estimate, and over time, you just start getting better of time and material.
Okay. Thank you for your questions. If you guys have any questions, you can ask here. Daniel uh, is ready. He's ready for you. He's not scared of your questions, so ask away. Okay. So how do you stay motivated when things get tough, Daniel?
I just read that question.
I know, me too. I was like,
I'm the slowest guy because I don't work. uh, no. Sorry. Repeat the question.
yeah. How do you stay motivated when things get tough?
uh, it depends on the time. I mean,
Okay.
if it's like we get off, we work Monday through Thursday, um, and if it's like early in the morning, I just say let's just go for it. If something this happened for a reason, slowed us back, but let's see what happens.
Okay.
But then if it's 5 o'clock or getting close to 5 o'clock, I'm like, okay, let's just wait till tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I kind of just depends on the situation, I guess. But it's just you have to fix it no matter what. So
Yeah.
anything that happens, you have to go through it.
Yeah, especially because you're the owner, no? So
Yeah,
everything goes back to you at the end.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all my fault.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
exactly. So,
And I
Ova
kind of learned.
Electric.
I kind of learned to just take it in.
Okay, okay. So, Lalo, he's saying he deserves a raise because you're using him for the bits.
Yeah, everybody deserves
Exactly.
the. Everybody's underpaid for
Yeah.
sure,
All right.
including me.
How do you maintain a balance between personal life and business responsibilities?
uh, Again, depending on the situation, if it's like medical issues or something that really needs like take care of my family, like they need to go to the hospital or an appointment, depending on if for me and my wife, like if she can take my daughter to a doctor's appointment and I'm not available because we need the work, then we kind of go that. But if it's like kind of like very serious urgency, then we kind of we stay with the family at most. I guess it's always work, like it's always like work, but there's times that are very enjoyable to be with the family. So I don't know how to really respond to that. It just depends from day to day.
Depending on what is more important on that day.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
everything just things just happen. We don't know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. That you just have to go with the flow sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's a mistake that you made in your business that taught you a valuable lesson?
There's a lot.
You done a lot.
Yeah, I've done a lot of
Okay,
mistakes. I still do
we
mistakes.
you can
I
just share
think that
one.
you're always going to do mistakes. We're human, so I guess it's like the biggest mistake that I've made. Probably opening up a business. Just kidding.
Hey,
um,
this is supposed to be motivational, you know. This is
no,
so people
it's
can.
just there's I don't know. I guess I wasn't ready for that question. Biggest mistake.
No, not the biggest, just a
Just
mistake that you made
to make.
and that taught you a valuable lesson that you learned something from it.
Yeah, it just it varies. It like even like people that like you just saying was hiring this
The slowest guy,
the
yeah.
slowest guy. Well, some people came in when you first start. You're like, someone comes in the door and they're like, yeah, I can do this. I can install pavers. I can install artificial turf. I can do fences. I've done this. And then you put them on the field and you're like, where did you do all this? Because it's like, were you a helper or what were you doing or were you just watching? Because it's definitely doesn't seem like any of the things you just told me.
Yeah,
So I guess like that's a mistake right
yeah,
there. It's like you thought that they did. You didn't call any references. You didn't didn't give them a test or anything like that.
yeah. So it's hard to tell if an employee is gonna be good or
Yeah,
not, right?
you don't
You see
know.
it at work.
Yeah.
Okay. Edgar Electric is asking, what do you do if someone don't show up to work and you have scheduled a job already?
It depends. Like if we have an extra guy that we could send, or we can split them, or I can drop off a guy. Uh, we can either show up or we call the client. We just say, hey, like someone didn't show up, but we'll be there first thing in the morning. Or even I just show up and start measuring.
Mm-hmm.
Or usually if we schedule something, I at least have to be there for an hour or two and just go with the client and say, hey, like this is what happened, but now that we're here, let's just go ahead and go over the job again, or just so they see you.
Okay. Good, good. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy from Luminary Electric. It was very nice to meet you at the garage, Jimmy. And thank you for all the really nice work that you share on your page, on your Instagram page. Um, Looking back, what would you do differently in your business journey?
Looking back,
Yes. Is there something that you will do different, or you will do the same? The same.
I think I would go back to my younger, like when I first started. It wasn't like I wanted to be a landscaper or installation company, or I want to be. It was all my dad's dream. So I think if I would have, you know, go back into time, I would learn more about business managing, doing techniques or strategies, or learn how to develop to grow the business.
Okay.
Not worry about so much about getting the work, but I think more of the having the business to stay alive.
So we were talking with Will on Tuesday about the hard skills, soft skills, and the self development. I was thinking that the soft skills was the harder to when you do the transition from just a worker, an electrician, or just a landscaper, just doing the job, and then starting the business. I was thinking that the soft skills were the hardest, but then he was telling me that the self development was the hardest because you have to like change your mind from what you're used to do, and just like change to a business mindset.
Yeah. Well, it really comes down to like having the numbers right. You know, uh, once I started having, I kind of wanted to be the estimator or just run the business from an outside from the beginning. So I've had that since I started. So I think like over the years, I kind of just let the guys do the work. Like once I started hiring, I say, hey, you guys do this. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see a client. Hey, you guys do this. So it eventually I kind of just went little by little away from actually physically working. That, when I got there, I trusted the team.
Okay,
It was a
okay,
lot easier to just leave them there, do the work. You came back like an hour or two or later, you saw it flowing. You start trusting people. So
okay.
then it goes into like, okay, do I go home and put my feet up like everyone says because you're a business, you're the boss now, or do
Yep.
you freaking start studying or developing yourself to be a better leader?
Okay. So do you do any networking? Because we talked about networking last week. What do you think about networking, and if it has played a role in your company?
Uh, Networking is nice. You get to meet new people and you get to see, like, if you see them on the street, you probably help out, or sometimes like my mentor. I've been from Greenvine. Like sometimes I see his trucks on the side of the road. I'm like, hey, do you know your truck's on the side of the road? Or like, something like that, give him a heads up. Or like it just, you feel safe, I guess, when you're out on the road or on the streets, or you see your team, or you're the networking is really, really a great thing. For the business side, like references and stuff, that's always great. But I think like sometimes it's more on every man on its own on there. Just because sometimes like if your referral or something didn't go right with the client or something, it kind of falls back on the reference. So if someone gave me, referenced me and I did something wrong, then it kind of falls on them. So it's like I feel like it's a area that we just don't know if it's good or not. Um, it's for me, it's unknown.
Okay, okay. So, what's next for you and your business? How do you see the future? What are your goals? What are your dreams for your company?
Uh, um, at the moment, it's just, I guess, getting. So let's see. I've I started from nothing. I borrowed a truck from my mom, and just started going up from there. I have let's see how many employees. 16 employees now. I think there's 11 on the field and 5 in the office, and I'm able to. That's what it is. I'm able to do other things that can make the business grow. Like we're throwing in, or we're doing this 3D rendering now, so I'm able to focus on that while the business is running, because that's the whole plan, making the business grow.
Okay, for sure, for sure. So, Daniel, I went through the questions really quick. I have two more. What are the things or the hobbies that you enjoy the most when you're not working?
The hobbies, sheesh, I don't really have hobbies.
Or the things that make you happy when
No,
you're
it's
not
it's
working?
definitely being with the family. Family's like the number one thing. Like I just went to my daughter's school for a little bit. Being with my son, my wife, my daughter, and whoever's around that's blood. I really enjoy being with friends, or not. I mean, the family the most, and riding horses.
Okay. Riding horses at the beach.
Yeah, at the
Or not
beach
at the
or
beach.
in town. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any favorite book that you recommend to the guys that wants to start business and any kind of business? Do you have a favorite book?
Um, I guess the book that really got my business like going to the next level would be Grant Cardone 10X.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are gonna bash on that, but he's a very like I guess what the person that he is, it varies on how you look at it, but the things he says does really take you to the next level.
Okay. Renaissance Man is asking, how do you promote your work for more leads?
So we're a one-time shop or one-time thing. It's just remodeling either the front yard or backyard or full. We do a lot of like Big Brother stuff, like advertisement online. Most of our clients aren't referrals or aren't returns. It's just one-time thing because a lot of people don't buy houses here and there. They just there's either their retirement home or they're further they want to bring it up for kids or pets. That's like our niche.
Okay. And you well, I think we are really good, Daniel. I completed my questions. I think we are all good. If somebody has a question, if somebody want to ask anything, go for it. And I don't want to take too much more of your time.
Yeah, feel free to ask any
But
questions.
it was nice talking to you. Let me say hi to Tree Ing, Mr. Edgar. He's been a good inspiration for me. Always when he's doing his lives, he was doing lives. He's a tree. He's a tree expert, so he's always sharing the videos when he's doing the jobs. And he was interviewing tree experts too. So he was a good inspiration too for this. So thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate that you're doing this for me. And is there anything that you'd like to share to somebody, maybe a customer or maybe somebody that is planning to do their yard, or maybe let's say a prospect customer that may see this video in the future? Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
As in like a future client or customer or
Yeah, let's say a prospect customer watches this video. What would you say about you and your company?
uh, it's really about being able to for our business or our motto is making sure you're happy at the end.
Okay.
Being able to enjoy the outdoor living that's out there,
Yes.
and it's not just for another sell. It's just to be able to use it.
Yeah, and feel happy
Yeah,
about it, right? And
yeah.
you're
Because
in your,
I've had you in a couple of our jobs. You see how we add electricity out there so they can plug in their phones or I mean like their barbecues or their lights at night.
yeah,
It just makes things a lot easier.
just to have a good time, right?
Yes.
For sure. Well, if anybody sees this video and they're planning on a remodel on their backyard or front yard, just give a call to DMG Landscaping. What's the number, Daniel?
That's 707-971-9547.
All right.
Or on our website, dmglandscaping.com.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. It was really nice talking to you and getting to know more about the business part.
All right. No problem.
Thank you.
No
Thank you,
problem.
everybody.
Good luck, everybody.